There's one thing you should know about Sonic Unleashed before spending your hard-earned money on it. It's a big piece of garbage. The jump button can be fatally unresponsive at times, and it's just a lot of trial and error gameplay that can get a little bit repetitive after a while.
Sonic the Hedgehog gets way too much hate. If you're a Sonic fan, or even if you're an outsider, you've seen it. For the past 14 years, Sonic has just been the butt of a joke for any gaming fan. Ever since Sonic 06 way back in 2006, people love to make Sonic for whatever reason, whether it be his voice acting, his story, his dialogue, whatever he has to say, whatever he has to do, the gameplay, whatever it is, they love to make fun of him. I mean, even us as fans, we love to just clown the company Sega for not giving us the Sonic content that we all desire to have. I mean, just yesterday, I swear half of the Sonic fans were just very, very upset with Sega for releasing some Sonic content posters for their weekly content drop yesterday, and also showing off the Sonic Mania interview from 2 years ago. Sure, it is a little strange that they would repost an interview from 2 years ago and use the same artwork as they've already done before, but they've been doing that for every Sega weekly content drop. They've been using the same old artwork for every profile image, wallpaper, you name it, they have it. And this all stems from us having such high expectations from this series. We all expect Sonic to do good, or at least we did. A lot of us now love to say that Sega and Sonic are going only downhill from here when Sonic hasn't even hit his 30th anniversary yet. Next year will be Sonic's year. I know we say that every year, Sonic's doing this year, next year, the next year, next year, but for real, this is Sonic's 30th anniversary. That's when we can expect game announcement, toy, merch, whatever, that's coming next year. I mean, you could just look up the Sonic the Hedgehog on whatever search browser you use, and the first article you'll see is some sort of Sonic movie article, and you'll see the old Sonic design. Why are you using that? You do realize we've got a redesign. That's what it is. That wasn't even in the movie, the old design they're using. It's little subtle gestures like that that make people want to continue to dislike and make fun of this character. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to say this. Sonic's highs outweigh his lows, but the amount of attention fans and non-fans put on his lows make him look terrible. Think about it. Gamers, Sonic fans, whoever you want to talk about, they all know that Sonic 06 is the worst game in history, and we will never forget that. I mean, unlike me, I like Sonic 06, but still, most people, generally speaking, hate that game, and they will forever mock that game. Sonic 06 is a perfect example of never letting go. Sonic 06 happened 14 years ago, and we continue to bring it up. We continue to have this relentless emphasis on one game. Sure, it was bad, but do you realize how many good games Sonic has had? Now, I'm not even going to try to go off on my own opinion here. I'm going to go off of the actual ratings of Sonic games and give those to you as evidence. The first game I'm going to inevitably talk about is Sonic Mania. That game was outstanding. 91% reviews, 87%, 86, 86. The game did great. And you can tell it did great because Sega continues to milk that. And of course, I mean, it makes sense why they would, even though it is 2 years old, but it makes sense why they would. The game was great. I don't know many people who even didn't like that game. And continuing on, we had many people say that was probably the best Sonic game ever, which I completely disagree with. But hey, as long as people are saying that's a great game, we can move on and say that Sonic hit a high. Now I'm going to talk about two games here, Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure. Both those games get nowhere near as much credit as they deserve. Those games were for Nintendo DS, so that kind of makes sense. It's a handheld game, so those really don't get that much credit. But still, the soundtrack was flawless. The game was great. You can't dispute these small facts. Just because the game is underrated does not mean it's not good. Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure were good games. They both were ranked 82 for Sonic Rush and a 78 for Sonic Rush Adventure. That is two highs for Sonic, once again. Alright, this is the last one I'm going to bring up because I don't want this video to become very boring if I keep bringing up games over and over again, and yeah, I'm not about that. Sonic Adventure 2 for the Dreamcast back in 2001 was ranked an 89%. The game gave you 6 playable characters and 2 different stories. This was another high for Sonic. Again, I could go on in my list. If you want to, down in the comments section, drop some other Sonic games that were high moments for Sonic, and even Sonic games that you like that maybe no one else does, like Sonic 06, for example. I like that, and not many people else like that game. Also, while I'm at it, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and it gets me to make more videos. I barely scratched the surface on the other great Sonic games, like Generations, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. People love Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But I mean, seriously, those highs are, I wouldn't say rarely talked about, but they're less talked about than the lows. Like, again, I'm going to use this example. It's the most recent one I have in my handbook. The Sonic movie. Even though we all pushed to get that redesign, there are still people who love to use the original design and besmirch Sonic. This kind of trick, this kind of abuse for Sonic has gone on for 14 years only because of Sonic 06. Like, I just showed a clip at the beginning of the video of IGN reviewing Sonic Unleashed, and because of the closeness of Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 06, people decided to do Unleash injustice. Now people are seeing the light of the day now and saying Unleashed is actually a good Sonic game, and it is. When Unleashed is at its best, it is very fun, and probably the most fun Sonic game. During the release of Sonic Unleashed, Sega was trying to come back with Sonic after the failure of 06, but GameSpot and IGN didn't appreciate that, and GameSpot gave it a 3.5 out of 10, and IGN gave it a 4.5 out of 10. You cannot tell me that that game is lower than Sonic Forces. And I mean to say that in no disrespect to Sonic Forces, but I think anyone would rather play Unleashed than Forces because it's a better game. Anyway, people see Unleashed as a success nowadays because reasons. People want Unleashed to be ported to PC on next-gen consoles. They want a Mega Collections 3D pack thing with Unleashed included in that pack. And I can understand why. I like Unleashed. However, I think it's really kind of unlikely because of the hate that these reviewers like to put on Sonic at the time, and even now. Sure, it's a lot, maybe not a lot, but a little less hatred towards Sonic than it was. But regardless, we still see that Sonic hate, and because of that movie's success, now I'm starting to see more people come on the board of Sonic. But what about Sega? Paramount did a great job with Sonic, but what about Sega? As I've already said, Sega has figured out what to do with Sonic before. They just have to do it again. And because of this reason alone, I feel like Sega hasn't even hit the ceiling yet when it comes to figuring out Sonic's true potential. The character's got a lot of people backing him. It may not seem like it because of this video I'm making, but there's a ton of people who like and support Sonic. So I'm going to go on a limb here and say that Sega has to do a bang-up job for Sonic's 30th anniversary. They have to surpass whatever they did in Generation, or at the very least, match it. And I feel like the best thing they need to do, as I've already said this before, is stop shoving classic Sonic in everything and let people appreciate both in separate entities. Continue the involvement of the Sonic Mania team to work on separate classic Sonic projects, and continue to develop Sonic's formula. I think they figured out what Hedgehog Engine 2 is supposed to do, so I think they might have something figured out, but this should enable them to have more time to work on the actual game and not just an engine and then the game comes after. Another thing they should probably do, and this is just my opinion, is worry about the story after you figure out the gameplay. Stop focusing on a story-driven game and focus on a game. We want to see good gameplay and fun, intuitive gameplay like Sonic Adventure or Sonic Unleashed. Those games were very fun and intuitive, and it kept me playing. I don't want to play a game that's very formulaic. I want to play a game that's going to make me want to keep playing. The story will also make me want to keep playing, but worry about that after you figure out what to do, since it's a game and not a book. And also going to say this, I'm tired of the bash on Sega. I think they're more than capable of handling Sonic the Hedgehog. They've done it before. I think they can do it again. This may just be me personally speaking, but I honestly have high expectations and high hopes, and I think my expectations and hopes will be fulfilled in 2021, which is actually just around the corner. So I'm going to reiterate myself, do not be wavered by Sonic's future because of a couple wallpapers or profile images. Honestly, this is what we should have been expecting. I don't even know why I had myself hyped up over some silly leak by Larry, okay? I don't get it either. And if you want to watch that video, I'll link it. But seriously, don't let that stuff discourage you. This was expected. We have to move on and realize that Sonic's 30th anniversary is next year, not this year. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below. What are your hopes for Sonic's 30th anniversary? Do you think that Sonic can recover from whatever the 2010s was? Or do you think we are going to see more of the same Forces type stuff? Let me know down below. This is Sonicsta signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
Why are you playing that trash?